let your body become aware of itself, heavy and still, as if gravity has chosen this moment to hold you a little closer. Feel the weight of your arms resting against your sides, or perhaps draped across your lap, each muscle loosening its grip on the day's tension. Your legs, too, sinking deeper into whatever supports you, whether it's the soft give of a mattress, the steady embrace of a chair, or even the quiet hum of the earth beneath you. Notice how your breath moves now, slow and steady, like the tide pulling back from the shore. Each exhale a little longer than the last. There's no need to change it, no need to force it. Just let it settle into its own rhythm, deep and unhurried, as if your lungs have remembered how to breathe without thought. Your shoulders might feel heavier now, as if the space between your collarbones has widened just enough to let go of whatever they've been carrying. Your jaw, too, softening at the edges, the tongue resting lightly against the bottom of your mouth. No words needing to form, no thoughts needing to be spoken. Even your fingers, curled or straight, are losing their grip on whatever they've been holding: keys, worries, the shape of the day's last task. And your chest, rising and falling with such ease, as if it's finally allowed itself to trust the air around you, the quiet certainty that there's enough of it, always enough. Now let your awareness drift downward toward your feet, which might feel as if they've melted into the ground beneath them. The soles of your feet, heavy and warm, pressing just slightly harder into whatever supports them, as if gravity has decided to anchor you here, just for now. Your calves, too, relaxing into stillness, the muscles there releasing their hold on motion, as if they've already walked all the steps they needed to today. And your knees softening, no longer braced against anything, just resting in their own weight, as if they've found their perfect place in the world. Your breath deepens a little more, each inhale pulling in air that feels thicker, richer, as if it's been infused with something slow and soothing. You might notice the way your ribs expand with each breath, not forced, not rushed, just moving in their own time, like the gentle swell of the ocean. And with each exhale, the weight of your body seems to settle a little deeper, as if you're sinking into something softer, something that knows exactly how to hold you. Your heartbeat, too, slowing now, each pulse a quiet reminder that you don't have to go anywhere, don't have to do anything, just be here, exactly as you are. The air around you carries a frequency, a slow, steady hum at 10 hertz, weaving its way through the space between your thoughts. It's not something you need to listen for, not something you need to strain to hear. It's just there, like the quiet hum of the earth beneath you, or the distant whisper of waves against the shore. This frequency moves through you, not demanding anything, not asking for your attention, just existing, like the slow, steady breath of the world itself. And as it does, you might feel a gentle pull, a soft invitation to let go even more, to sink deeper into this stillness, this quiet. Your mind begins to drift now, not forced, not directed, just loosening its grip on the edges of the day, as if the thoughts that once felt urgent have already begun to dissolve. Words soften into shapes. Shapes soften into sensations. Sensations soften into the quiet hum of your own body, breathing, resting, being. Even the space behind your eyes feels heavier now, as if your eyelids have become too heavy to lift, too content to stay where they are. And your body, sinking deeper, feels as if it's being cradled by something vast and gentle, something that knows exactly how to hold you, exactly how to let you rest. Now, without needing to move, without needing to think, you can feel yourself beginning to shift, as if the boundaries of your body are softening at the edges. The air around you feels warmer, thicker, as if it's wrapping itself around you like a blanket of saltwater mist, carrying the faintest scent of crushed seashells and ozone. Your skin tingles just slightly, as if it's remembering what it's like to be touched by something soft and endless, like the surface of a lagoon at dusk. And your breath, still slow and steady, begins to sync with something deeper, something older, like the slow, rhythmic pulse of the water itself. Imagine, for just a moment, that you're lying on your back, floating on the surface of something vast and still. The water beneath you is so shallow that you can feel the warmth of the sun seeping through it, so clear that you can see the gentle curves of the sand below. But the sky above you is not blue. It's something deeper, richer, a shifting tapestry of purples and blues, streaked with the faintest hints of pearlescent white, like opals dissolving in water. There's no horizon here, no line where the water ends and the sky begins, just an endless, gentle curve, as if you could float forever without ever needing to move. The air is thick with humidity, clinging to your skin like a second layer, carrying the scent of salt and crushed seashells, of ozone and something faintly sweet. It's not heavy, not suffocating, just warm and close, like the breath of the lagoon itself, rising and falling in time with your own. water beneath you hums faintly, resonating with the slow heartbeat of the earth, each pulse echoing through the floating islands of buoyant coral that dot the surface. These islands aren't fixed, they drift, they sway, they carry you gently, as if the lagoon itself has already decided where you're meant to go. Your body feels heavier now, as if the water beneath you has already begun to cradle you, to hold you in its slow, steady embrace. Your limbs, so heavy before, now feel weightless, as if gravity has loosened its grip just enough to let you float, effortless, endless. Your breath deepens, sinking with the slow rise and fall of the water, each inhale pulling in air that feels thicker, richer, like the lagoon itself is breathing through you. And your heartbeat, slow and steady, begins to echo the slow pulse of the coral islands, each beat a quiet reminder that you are part of something vast, something endless. The sky above you shifts now, the purples and blues deepening, as if the light itself is softening, dissolving into something gentler, something safer. The streaks of pearlescent white grow brighter, like veins of light threading through the water, illuminating the space between the floating islands. And the air, thick with humidity, carries the faintest hum, a sound so low it's almost felt rather than heard, like the distant vibration of a seashell held to your ear. This is the sound of the lagoon breathing, the sound of the water moving in time with your own slow, steady pulse. You don't need to move, don't need to think. Just let the water hold you. Let the sky cradle you. Let the slow rhythm of the lagoon guide you deeper. Your body, so heavy before, now feels weightless, as if the boundaries between you and the water have already begun to blur. Your breath, still slow and steady, begins to sync with the rise and fall of the floating islands, each inhale pulling you deeper into this stillness, this quiet. And your mind, once filled with thoughts, now softens into shapes that dissolve into sensations that fade into the quiet hum of the water itself. The lagoon is endless here. No horizons, no edges, just the gentle curve of water meeting sky, the quiet certainty that you could float forever without ever needing to move. The floating islands of coral drift slowly, carrying you with them, as if the lagoon itself has already decided where you're meant to be. And the air, thick with humidity, wraps around you like a second skin, carrying the scent of salt and ozone, the faintest hint of crushed seashells. This is a place where time slows, where the weight of the world dissolves, where the only thing that matters is the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath. Your body feels heavier now, as if the water beneath you has already begun to absorb you, to hold you in its slow, steady embrace. Your limbs, so heavy before, now feel weightless, as if gravity has loosened its grip just enough to let you float, effortless, endless. Your breath deepens, sinking with the slow rise and fall of the water. Each inhale pulling in air that feels thicker, richer, like the lagoon itself is breathing through you. And your heartbeat, slow and steady, begins to echo the slow pulse of the coral islands. Each beat a quiet reminder that you are part of something vast, something endless. The sky above you shifts again, the purples and blues deepening into something softer, something safer, as if the light itself is dissolving into the water. The streaks of pearlescent white grow brighter, like veins of light threading through the lagoon, illuminating the space between the floating islands. And the air, thick with humidity, carries the faintest hum, a sound so low it's almost felt rather than heard, like the distant vibration of a seashell held to your ear. This is the sound of the lagoon breathing, the sound of the water moving in time with your own slow, steady pulse. Your body sinks deeper now, as if the water beneath you has already begun to absorb you, to hold you in its slow, steady embrace. Your limbs, so heavy before, now feel weightless, as if gravity has loosened its grip just enough to let you float, effortless, endless. Your breath deepens, sinking with the slow rise and fall of the water. Each inhale pulling in air that feels thicker, richer, like the lagoon itself is breathing through you. And your heartbeat, slow and steady, begins to echo the slow pulse of the coral islands. Each beat a quiet reminder that you are part of something vast, something endless. The sky above you shifts one last time, the purples and blues deepening into something softer, safer, as if the light itself has dissolved into the water. The streaks of pearlescent white grow brighter, like veins of light threading through the lagoon, illuminating the space between the floating islands. And the air, thick with humidity, carries the faintest hum, a sound so low it's almost felt rather than heard, like the distant vibration of a seashell held to your ear. This is the sound of the lagoon breathing, the sound of the water moving in time with your own slow, steady pulse, guiding you deeper, softer, safer. You don't need to move, don't need to think. Just let the water hold you, Let the sky cradle you. Let the slow rhythm of the lagoon carry you where you need to go. Your body, so heavy before, now feels weightless, as if the boundaries between you and the water have already begun to blur. Your breath, still slow and steady, begins to sync with the rise and fall of the floating islands, each inhale pulling you deeper into this stillness, this quiet. And your mind, once filled with thoughts, now softens into shapes that dissolve into sensations that fade into the quiet hum of the water itself. The lagoon is endless here. No horizons, no edges, just the gentle curve of water meeting sky. The quiet certainty that you could float forever without ever needing to move. The floating islands of coral drift slowly, carrying you with them, as if the lagoon itself has already decided where you're meant to be. And the air, thick with humidity, wraps around you like a second skin, carrying the scent of salt and ozone, the faintest hint of crushed seashells. This is a place where time slows, where the weight of the world dissolves, where the only thing that matters is the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath, guiding you deeper, softer, safer. And now, as you float here, weightless and still, the lagoon begins to pull you even deeper. Your breath slows, your heartbeat steadies, your body sinks into the warm embrace of the water, as if it's already decided to hold you like this forever. The air around you hums with the quiet vibration of the coral islands, the slow pulse of the lagoon, the endless, gentle rhythm of the sky. And your mind, soft and still, begins to dissolve into the quiet, the stillness, the endless, gentle curve of water meeting sky. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to hold on to, just the slow, steady rise and fall of your breath, the quiet hum of the lagoon, the endless, gentle embrace of the saltwater sky. Your body feels heavier now, heavier and lighter all at once, as if the water beneath you has already begun to absorb you, to carry you where you need to go. Your breath deepens, sinking with the slow pulse of the coral islands, each inhale pulling you deeper into this stillness, this quiet, this endless, gentle peace. And your mind, soft and still, begins to fade into the quiet, the stillness, the endless, gentle curve of the saltwater sky. Ronan Echo's voice hums through you like the first breath after a long dive, thick and rich with the weight of the saltwater sky. The words don't rush. They settle, they sink. They become part of the air itself, part of the humidity that clings to your skin like a second layer of awareness. You are not listening to him. Not exactly. You are breathing him in, allowing his voice to dissolve into the oxygen that fills your lungs. Each inhale carrying a little more of the lagoon's slow heartbeat. Now let your attention drift downward, past the surface of your skin, past the muscle and membrane, all the way to the quiet world inside your cells. Imagine them not as tiny, rigid structures, but as soft, pliable bubbles, each one trembling with the faintest tension, like the surface of the lagoon before the first ripple arrives. This tension is not pain. It is not struggle. It is simply the echo of a day's worth of movement, of holding, of being. And now, slowly, gently, it begins to dissolve. With every word Ronan speaks, the resonance of his voice vibrates through you, not as sound, but as a current, a living hum that travels along the pathways of your body like water seeping into sand. And as it moves, it carries away the last traces of resistance, the tiny knots of effort that have gathered in your shoulders, your jaw, the arches of your feet. You don't need to push them away. You don't need to force them to release. You only need to allow the current to flow, to carry them out with the same ease that the lagoon carries the floating islands of coral. Your cells are softening now, not collapsing, not surrendering, but remembering how to be porous, how to be fluid, how to let go of the weight that was never theirs to carry. Imagine them filling with the same opalescent light that streaks the saltwater sky, that strange, shifting glow that is neither blue nor purple, but something older, something that has been here since the first waters mirrored the first heavens. Each cell becomes a tiny vessel of that light, holding it not as a prisoner, but as a guest, allowing it to move through, to illuminate, to remind them that they are not separate from the world, but a living current within it. Now shift your awareness upward, not to the mind, not to thought, but to the space where your body meets the bed, where gravity pulls you down and the bed rises up to meet you. This is not a battle, not a struggle, not a fight against the weight of your own form, but a slow, inevitable dance, a gravitational waltz between the earth and the sky. The bed is not just holding you, it is learning you, shaping itself to the contours of your back, your hips, the curve of your neck, pressing up with a gentle insistence that says, "You belong here." Feel how the weight of your body begins to distribute itself differently, how it no longer clings to the places that ache, but spreads out like water finding its level, like the lagoon settling into its own reflection. Your bones are not rigid, they are buoyant. They float in the soft tissue that surrounds them. And now, slowly, they begin to rise. Just a little, just enough to remind you that gravity is not a prison, but a pull toward rest. The bed lifts you, not as a hand might lift a child, but as the tide lifts a boat, as the saltwater sky lifts the mist that hovers just above the water's surface. Imagine that the bed is not made of fabric and foam, but of the same stuff as the lagoon itself, of water so still it forgets it is water, of air so thick it forgets it is air. And you are floating upon it, not because you are light, but because the bed remembers how to hold you, how to cradle you without effort, without strain. Your breath deepens, not because you command it, but because the bed breathes with you, rising and falling in time with your own slow rhythm. And with each exhale, you sink a little deeper, not into sleep, not yet, but into the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. Now, Ronan's voice grows softer, not quieter, but denser, as if each word carries more weight, more substance, like the air just before a storm settles. He guides you to the first of the senses to fade, the one that has been working the hardest, the one that has been scanning, searching, mapping the world without your permission. Your eyes, not with force, not with commands, but with invitation. Ronan asks you to let the anchor, the resonance, the hum, begin to pull your eyelids closed. They are not heavy, not tired, but they are no longer needed, not for this. Imagine that behind your closed lids, the saltwater sky stretches out, vast and endless, a shifting tapestry of purples and pearlescent whites, a sky that is not above you, but around you, within you. And as your eyelids drift shut, that sky becomes your vision, not as something you see, but as something you are. The darkness behind your eyes is not empty, not void, but full, saturated with the same opalescent glow that fills the lagoon at dusk. It is a darkness that does not hide, but reveals, a darkness that is not absence, but presence, the kind of darkness that exists between the stars, the kind that holds the world in its gentle embrace. And as your eyes rest, they begin to forget the need to see, to grasp, to interpret. They begin to remember how to simply be. The world outside fades, not as a loss, but as a gift, a slow release of the duty to observe, to catalog, to make sense of light and shadow. Now the anchor shifts its focus, moving from sight to sound, from the eyes to the ears, and Ronan's voice grows even softer, not because it is quieter, but because it is becoming part of the air itself. It is no longer something you hear, but something you feel, a vibration that moves through the bones of your skull, through the fluid in your inner ear, through the very molecules of the air you breathe. And as it moves, it begins to dissolve the boundaries between sound and silence, between hearing and listening, between the world outside and the world within. Imagine that the resonance is not just in Ronan's voice, but in the air itself, in the humidity that clings to your skin, in the faint hum of the floating coral islands as they resonate with the lagoon's heartbeat. It is a sound that is not a sound, a frequency that is not heard, but known, like the memory of a song you've never forgotten. And as this resonance fills you, your ears begin to let go, not of sound, but of the need to do anything with it, the need to interpret, to respond, to hold onto the noise of the world. The anchor is now the only sound you need, the only vibration that matters, and it carries you deeper, not into silence, but into a space where sound and stillness are the same. Your breath slows, syncing with the rhythm of the hum, each inhale pulling in the resonance, each exhale releasing the last traces of external noise. And as your ears rest, they begin to forget the clamor of the world, the voices, the traffic, the chatter, the hum of machines. They begin to remember the sound of the saltwater sky, the quiet, endless lap of water against the floating islands of coral. Now the anchor turns its attention to touch, to the skin, to the boundary between your body and the world. Ronan's voice, now a whisper of vibration, guides you to feel the weight of the air against your skin, not as pressure, but as presence, as the gentle insistence of the world saying, "I am here, and so are you." The humidity in the air clings to you, not as a burden, but as a reminder, a second skin that dissolves the illusion of separation. Imagine that your skin is not a barrier, but a membrane, porous and alive, breathing in the world just as your lungs breathe in the air. The bed beneath you is not holding you up, but holding you in, cradling you in its soft, endless embrace, like the lagoon cradles the floating islands. And as the anchor moves through you, it begins to dissolve the last traces of resistance in your skin. The tiny tensions that have gathered along your arms, your legs, the back of your neck. Your body begins to forget where it ends and the world begins, not in a way that frightens, but in a way that soothes, that reminds you that you are not separate, but part of something vast, something endless. The air moves against your skin like water moves against the coral, slow and rhythmic, carrying away the last traces of tension, the last echoes of effort. And as your skin rests, it begins to remember what it is like to be touched by the world without flinching, without pulling away, to be held by the bed without needing to hold itself up. Now, Ronan's voice grows even quieter, not because it is fading, but because it is becoming part of you, part of the resonance itself. The anchor is no longer something you hear, or feel, or see. It is something you are, a current that moves through you, carrying you deeper into the quiet, into the stillness. Your breath slows, each inhale pulling in the opalescent light of the saltwater sky, each exhale releasing the last traces of the world outside. And as the senses fade, one by one, they do not disappear, they do not vanish, they simply return to their source, to the quiet place within you where the world is not separate, but whole. Your eyes rest in the darkness behind your lids, seeing not emptiness, but the endless sky. Your ears rest in the resonance, hearing not silence, but the hum of the lagoon. Your skin rests in the touch of the air, feeling not separation, but connection. And now, the last of the senses begins to dissolve, not with force, not with effort, but with the same gentle inevitability that the saltwater sky dissolves into the lagoon at dusk. Your mind, your thoughts, your endless stream of questions and plans and memories, they begin to slow, not because you push them away, but because they are no longer needed. The anchor carries you deeper into a space where thinking is not required, where doing is not necessary, where being is enough. And as the last traces of the world outside fade, you find yourself drifting, not into sleep, not into unconsciousness, but into the void, the quiet, endless space between the stars. This void is not empty, not cold, not frightening. It is the space that holds everything, the space that is not absence, but presence, the space that is not darkness, but light. Imagine that you are floating in the center of the saltwater sky, not as a body, not as a mind, but as a current as a breath, as a single note in the endless hum of the lagoon. The anchor is with you, not as a sound, but as a knowing, a quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be, exactly as you are. And in this void, in this quiet, in this stillness, you begin to remember what it is like to be whole, to be connected, to be part of something vast and endless and alive. Your breath slows to a whisper, each inhale pulling in the resonance, each exhale releasing the last traces of the world outside. And as you drift deeper, you begin to forget the need to hold on, the need to control, the need to be anything other than exactly what you are. The void holds you, not as a hand might hold a bird, but as the sky holds the stars, as the lagoon holds the floating islands, with endless, effortless ease. And now, Ronan's voice fades, not because he is leaving, but because he is becoming part of the void, part of the resonance, part of you. His words are no longer needed, not because they are gone, but because they have done their work. They have carried you here, to this quiet, to this stillness, to this endless, gentle embrace. The anchor hums through you, not as a sound, but as a current, a living presence that reminds you that you are not alone, that you are held, that you are safe. And as you float in the void, in the quiet, in the stillness, you begin to remember what it is like to be free, to be light, to be exactly as you are. The last traces of tension dissolve, the last echoes of effort fade, and you are left with nothing but the endless, gentle hum of the lagoon, the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. Your breath slows, each inhale pulling in the resonance, each exhale releasing the last traces of the world outside. And as you drift deeper, you begin to forget the need to move, the need to think, the need to be anything other than exactly what you are. The void holds you, endless and gentle, and you are safe, you are whole, you are home. And now, the breath begins to settle like the quietest tide, pulling back from the shore of your awareness. The air in the room is still, so still that it feels as though the walls themselves have stopped moving. And in this stillness, there is only the sound of your own breathing. Not rushed, not forced, but deep and slow, as if every inhale is drawing in more than just oxygen. Imagine for a moment that rest is not just a state of being, but a physical substance, something you can hold in your lungs, something you can feel expanding inside you, like the gentlest mist rising from a cool lake at dawn, when the world is still half asleep and the air is soft with the promise of morning. With each breath you take, you are pulling in this substance, this thick, warm, golden rest. It fills your chest first, slowly pressing against your ribs, not with force, but with the weight of a feather settling on water. And then it begins to spread, like honey poured over warm bread. Your shoulders soften first, as if invisible hands have just released a tension you didn't even know you were carrying. The muscles along your neck uncoil, like vines unfurling in the slow warmth of the sun. And your jaw, oh, your jaw, it melts, as if every thought that ever made you clench your teeth has dissolved into the air. The rest moves downward now, sliding along your spine, not like liquid, but like light, soft, diffused, filling every vertebra with a quiet hum, as if each bone is tuning itself to the frequency of 10 hertz. That slow, steady, healing rhythm. Your arms grow heavier, not with fatigue, but with surrender, as if the rest is pooling in your elbows and your wrists and your fingers. Each digit feels as though it has been wrapped in the softest silk. And now the silk is drawing you deeper into the stillness. Your legs begin to feel distant, as if they are no longer bound to the floor, but floating just above it, not in the way of falling, but in the way of clouds drifting just above the earth, so close you could almost touch them, but just far enough to feel weightless. And your feet, oh, your feet, they have forgotten what it means to stand. They have forgotten what it means to walk. They have only remembered how to rest. The rest now fills your belly, rising like the slow swell of a tide. Not pushing, not pulling, but simply being. And your heart slows, not because it is tired, but because it is finally allowed to. Each beat is a quiet drum, resonating with the 10 hertz frequency, as if the entire chamber of your chest is now a temple of rest. Your mind begins to soften at the edges, as if the thoughts that once raced like rivers have slowed to the pace of molasses. They still move, but they no longer rush. They no longer demand. They simply drift, like leaves on a slow, moving stream. And even the leaves begin to fade as the rest swallows them whole. The air around you grows thicker, not in a way that makes it hard to breathe, but in a way that makes every breath feel like a luxury, as if the very atmosphere has been woven from threads of velvet. And with each inhale, you are pulling these threads into your lungs, where they unravel and spread and become part of you. Your eyelids grow heavier, not because you are fighting sleep, but because the rest has finally reached them. And it is gentle, so gentle that even the idea of keeping them open feels like too much effort. So you let them close, not with a snap, but with the slow, soft fall of petals from a flower. And as they settle, you realize you are no longer seeing. You are simply being. The darkness behind your eyelids is not empty. It is full of the rest you have been breathing. It swirls slowly, like ink in water, forming shapes that are not quite images, but sensations. Warmth, weight, peace. And these sensations begin to pull you deeper, not with force, but with the quiet insistence of a lullaby. You notice now that your breathing has changed. It is no longer something you do, but something that is happening to you, as if the rest itself is breathing you. And with each exhale, you release a little more of the tension you didn't know you were holding. The tension in your shoulders, the tension in your jaw, the tension in your mind. All of it unravels like a knot coming undone. The rest now moves through you like a current, not the rushing kind, but the slow, deep, steady kind. It flows from your lungs, down through your chest, into your belly, and then it branches out, like roots growing through soil, spreading into your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, until every part of you is filled with it. You begin to lose the sense of where your body ends, and the rest begins. Your skin no longer feels like a boundary, but like a porous membrane, allowing the rest to flow in and your tension to flow out. And as this happens, you realize that you are not just resting, you are being rested, as if the universe itself has decided to cradle you. The frequency of 10 hertz hums in the background, not as a sound, but as a feeling, a deep, steady pulse that syncs with your heartbeat. And with each beat, you are drawn deeper into this state of perfect stillness, where time no longer moves in a straight line, but in slow, gentle circles. Your thoughts have slowed to a crawl, and even the ones that remain are soft, like whispers in a dream. They no longer demand your attention. They simply exist, like stars in the night sky, distant, beautiful, but not urgent. And you realize that you do not need to engage with them. You can simply let them be. The rest now fills your mind completely, pushing out the last remnants of resistance, not with force, but with the quiet persistence of water wearing away stone. And as it does, you feel something inside you shift, something that was holding its breath, something that was waiting for this moment. And now it exhales, and with that exhale, it lets go. You are no longer fighting the rest. You are no longer resisting the stillness. You are simply allowing it, like a leaf allowing itself to be carried by the wind. And as you do, you feel the last of your tension dissolve, like salt in warm water, until there is nothing left but the rest and the 10 hertz hum and the slow, steady rhythm of your breath. Your body feels heavy now, not with fatigue, but with surrender, as if every muscle has finally remembered how to relax. Your arms feel as though they are sinking into the surface beneath you. Your legs feel as though they are melting into the floor. And your head, oh, your head, it feels as though it is being cradled by unseen hands. Gentle, supportive, safe. The rest now moves through you like a river, carrying away the last traces of anything that is not peace. And as it does, you realize that you are not just resting. You are being healed, not by any external force, but by the simple act of allowing yourself to be, to exist without demand, without expectation, just being. Your breath grows slower still, each inhale drawing in more of the golden rest, each exhale releasing more of what no longer serves you. And with each cycle, you feel yourself sinking deeper into this state of perfect stillness, where time no longer matters, where thoughts no longer demand, where you are simply here, now. The 10 Hertz frequency hums around you, not as a sound, but as a presence, a warm, steady embrace that syncs with your heartbeat. And with each beat, you are drawn further into the rest, further into the stillness, further into the peace that has always been waiting for you. Your mind is now a vast, quiet space, like an empty field under a clear night sky. And even the whispers of thought have faded, leaving only the quiet hum of the 10 Hertz frequency and the slow, steady rhythm of your breath. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to be, but exactly as you are. The rest now fills every corner of your being. There is no part of you left untouched, no part of you left unhealed. And as it does, you realize that you have been holding your breath, not just now, but for a long time. And now, finally, you remember how to let go, how to breathe, how to rest, how to be. The air around you is thick with the scent of rest, not a physical scent, but a feeling, a warmth, a softness that wraps around you like a blanket. And with each breath, you pull more of it into your lungs, where it spreads and fills and heals until there is nothing left but the rest and the peace and the quiet. Your body feels weightless now, as if the rest has lifted you, not into the air, but into a state of perfect balance, where you are neither heavy nor light, but simply at ease. Your muscles have forgotten what it means to tense. Your mind has forgotten what it means to race. And your heart, oh, your heart, it beats with the steady, unhurried rhythm of someone who has finally come home. The 10 Hertz frequency hums in the background, a constant, soothing presence that syncs with your breath, with your heartbeat, with the very rhythm of your being. And as it does, you realize that you are not just resting, you are being remade, not by any external force, but by the simple act of surrender, of allowing yourself to be held by the rest. Your thoughts have now faded completely, leaving only the quiet, the stillness, the peace, and even the idea of a thought feels distant, like a memory of something that no longer concerns you. You are no longer thinking. You are simply being, existing in this moment, in this state of perfect rest. The rest now moves through you like a current, carrying away the last traces of anything that is not peace. And as it does, you feel a deep sense of release, as if something inside you has finally let go, something that was holding on, waiting for this moment, and now it exhales, and with that exhale, it dissolves into the rest. Your body feels as though it is made of rest, as if every cell has been remade from the golden substance you have been breathing. Your muscles are no longer tense. Your mind is no longer racing, and your heart beats with the slow, steady rhythm of someone who has finally found peace. And as it beats, you feel yourself sinking deeper into this state of perfect stillness, where time no longer matters, where thoughts no longer demand, where you are simply here, now. The 10 Hertz frequency hums around you, a warm, steady embrace that syncs with your breath, with your heartbeat, with the very essence of your being. And as it does, you realize that you are not just resting, you are being healed, not by any external force, but by the simple act of allowing yourself to be, to exist, without demand, without expectation, just being. And so you let go, not with effort, but with surrender, as if the rest itself is breathing you. And with each exhale, you release a little more of the tension, a little more of the resistance, a little more of anything that is not peace. And with each inhale, you draw in more of the golden rest, more of the warmth, more of the stillness, until there is nothing left but the rest and the peace and the quiet. And as the last words settle softly around you, like the quietest snowfall, you feel the resonance humming gently through every part of your being. The sound doesn't need to be heard anymore. It's become something deeper, something woven into the fabric of this peaceful moment. Like the steady rhythm of waves, or the quiet breath of the wind through trees. It's simply there, and you don't need to hold on to it, because it holds you instead. The images that were here before, the gentle scenes that floated through your mind, they drift away now like clouds on a summer afternoon, not disappearing, but dissolving into something even softer, leaving behind only the feeling, only the warmth, only the deep, quiet comfort that comes when everything else fades away. You don't need to see anything now. You don't need to do anything now. Just this. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work, quietly, patiently, beneath the surface of your awareness. Like roots growing beneath the earth, or stars shining beyond the clouds. It's still here, even when you can't hear it, even when you're not listening. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust it. This peace isn't something you have to chase. It isn't something you have to create. It's already here, waiting for you, like a quiet room with a door left slightly ajar. You can step inside whenever you want, whenever you need, whenever you're ready. And when you return to this feeling, whether tomorrow or next week, or whenever you choose, it will be waiting, not demanding your attention, not asking for anything in return, just offering itself, like a favorite blanket folded neatly at the foot of the bed, like a door that's always unlocked, like a light left on in a familiar room. You don't have to remember the words. You don't have to remember the sounds. You only need to remember the feeling. And that feeling is always here, like the warmth of the sun on your skin, like the quiet hum of a home when everyone else is asleep. It's yours. So let your breathing slow now. Let your shoulders soften Let your hands relax against whatever they're resting on. The resonance is still here, but it's okay if you can't hear it anymore. It's doing its work in the quiet, and you're doing yours. Rest now. You've done enough. You've been enough. And this peace, this quiet, this deep, gentle comfort, it's yours to keep. Let go. Just let go. And sink even deeper. Sleep now. Drift softly. The screen fades, but the quiet stays.